So you worked hard, finished paying your mortgage off, and maybe you even had a mortgage burning party. Woohoo! You worked so hard and you made this amazing achievement and you are so proud. So now, fast forward. Could be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from that awesome bonfire. You take the mail up and you open up your mail today and you're looking at it and it's from a bank. And it's reading here that you are in arrears. You're in debt. You owe them money. And in default. Your knees are quivering and shaking. And you're like, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense to me. And you didn't take out a mortgage to finance an investment, to take out equity for an investment, or to give money to anyone because you were so proud. You had this accomplishment. You don't even recognize, who is this bank? You've never stepped foot or even had any dealings with this particular financial institution. However, the paper does say that you owe them a significant amount of money. You start to hear bells go off. This sounds like a story that it could have been from the Twilight Zone. However, institutions and individuals are saying mortgage and title fraud is on the rise in Canada. In today's podcast episode, I'm going to be covering title insurance. It might sound boring, but please stay tuned and listen up. We're going to cover what title insurance is, the risks that it covers, and the benefits of title insurance. So please stay tuned. I'm going to kick off with this quote. Insurance is like a safety net that helps you bounce back when life throws you a curveball. So that scenario that I presented earlier, that's that curveball. And title insurance is something that can help you survive it and get through it in one piece. So what is title insurance? Basically, it's a specialized form of insurance that safeguards homeowners against losses that arise from problems with the legal title of a property. It covers a wide range of risks. So what are these risks? What are the things that are covered? I'll just give you a few categories. One is title fraud or forgery. So it helps to insure against your legal costs associated with resolving a dispute and reestablishing your ownership rights to your particular property. Key. Another one is encroachment or survey disputes. You could have a property where there's a structure or an improvement from a neighboring property encroaches on your property and extends onto your property. So title insurance will help with the costs associated to resolve and ensure that the boundaries between your property and the neighboring property are respected. It also covers risks such as unknown title defects. So things that prevent you from having a clear title. These could include errors in public records, incorrect or fraudulent deeds, undisclosed liens that may affect the legal rights to your property. Another risk that it would cover are liens and outstanding debts. So this could be unpaid property taxes, outstanding financial obligations related to the property's title. And so some of those outstanding debts or liens could be, previous owner had some work done on the home, say the shingling was redone, and the contractor may not have been paid, and they registered a lien or encumbrance against the property. Another area is other title-related issues, and these can range. These range from various items. It could include easement, zoning violations. It could be unpermitted work by the previous owner. It could be property additions or changes made by the homeowner. And these issues could impact your ownership rights or the property's marketability. So, what does it not cover? So, title insurance typically does not cover environmental issues, indigenous land claims, issues covered through new surveys or inspections that were created, property additions or changes made by the homeowner, or anything that does not exist on the public record. What is important is for you to truly understand what your particular policy covers, the terms, the conditions, and the exclusions. And I can say that I actually took a look at my title insurance, and as I described to you just a moment ago, it did cover all of these items, item by item, in those particular categories, and it was very clear, at least for myself, to understand this. However, it's important, one, I said, for you to understand it, and also to ensure that you are consulting with the appropriate professional, whether it's a lawyer, your insurance specialist, etc., to make sure that you truly understand the terms, the conditions, and the exclusions related to your title insurance. So, how does title insurance work? Typically, it's purchased through closing. However, homeowners can obtain it after closing. It typically is a one-time payment, and this payment varies depending on the value of the property, the province where the property is located, etc., etc. And each policy will have its own coverage limits, terms, conditions, exclusions, etc. It does not cover lawsuits initiated by the policyholder, but it primarily focuses on defending your ownership legal rights against any claims brought against you. So basically, as a homeowner, if an instance of fraud or attempt or fraud has occurred and you've detected it, this will help you. The coverage will help you to resolve the issues to ensure that your rightful ownership and legal ownership is reinstated and reestablished. So that's something that's very important for you to be aware of. So, who needs title insurance? So basically, title insurance is something that is optional in Canada. However, my personal opinion is all homeowners need title insurance and they should get it. However, most lenders in Canada require that you have a title insurance in order to secure the mortgage on your property, because it's protecting not only you as a homeowner with your legal right of ownership to the property, but also the lender, because they are providing you with the funds to help mortgage a property and purchase that property. So yes, it's going to provide you with protection against potential risks and uncertainty. So that's the curveball that's being thrown at you. And it provides you with a peace of mind, a financial protection in the event of fraud, encroachment, or other, title-related issues. So What are the benefits? As I mentioned, it safeguards your investment, it protects your ownership rights, and it ensures smooth and secure real estate transaction. So what are the types of entitled insurance? So I know I've primarily focused on residential or home ownership. So yes, that could include condominiums, houses, cottages, vacant land. But there's also title insurance related to commercial properties, such as office buildings, industrial buildings, plazas, strip malls, apartment buildings, etc. In terms of cost, you can obtain a quote from title insurance providers. And how you can go about it, you can typically, when you're closing your real estate purchase, you can obtain title insurance through your real estate lawyer during that closing process, or you can do that independently through an insurance broker. And there's several title insurance brokers that are in Canada. On a positive note, title insurance and your due diligence can help you thwart the intentions of some bad actors who are out there. And just with regards to some statistics for you, the title insurance company FCT estimates that title fraud or mortgage fraud is attempted once every 4 business days. And they, specifically insurance company FCT, indicated that the company has refused over $539 million worth of mortgages or transfers because they deemed the request too suspicious. So people have submitted false identification, job letters, false credit reports, false references, etc. However, due to checks or being too suspicious, so more of a gut instinct, these mortgages were requests were declined. They have also indicated they've been tracking, title and mortgage fraud since 2010, and they've estimated that there's been a 70% increase in the past 10 years. And statistics also indicates that since the time of the pandemic, there has been an uptick in these types of scams and fraudulent activity within the marketplace. So, my key takeaway for you with regards to title insurance. First of all, I think it's really important for you to safeguard one of the biggest investments that you are going to make in your life to help you avoid any headaches or to help mitigate. If a scam does occur, it will help to mitigate the process. So it protects homeowners and lenders from problems with legal title of the property. Title insurance is a one-time addition to your closing costs that protects you as long as you, your heirs, own the property. So it's just a one-time deal, and it protects you for the life of you owning the property or your heirs. As I mentioned before, it's not mandatory, but obtaining title insurance to protect your property is highly recommended. And as I mentioned, it may be a requirement to arrange your mortgage with most lenders. And some people, if you're fortunate to perhaps be able to pay your full mortgage once you purchase the property, I highly recommend that you do obtain title insurance for your property and your investment. So you may be wondering, how much is this going to cost me? As I mentioned before, you can get quotes from insurance brokers. However, a typical range can be from $250 to $500. Again, it depends on the cost or the property and the location of the property, etc. But that's just a ballpark range for you to consider. All right. I have one call to action for you today. I feel so strongly that it's important for every homeowner to have title insurance, that I'm asking you to conduct an insurance review for your current home today. Consult with a professional. Consider the coverage options if you have insurance coverage or you want to amend it. But it's really important for you to be well informed and really understand what title insurance offers and help you gain a peace of mind. So if you have title insurance, great. Make sure you understand it. And if you don't have title insurance, I strongly encourage you to further investigate that option and protect the largest investment that you'll probably make in your life. Like what you hear, follow today, and leave a rating. I ask one favor of you. Please share this episode with one friend or family member. I'd like to thank the awesome work of my producer, Stories and Strategies. See you next time.